right, hi everyone, I'm Amelia, and today we are talking about finding your center. So this is a really helpful thing for all riders, whether you're just beginning or whether you're more advanced and trying to work on some more of the more difficult dressage movements, because finding your center really helps organize your body correctly so that you can influence your horse and stay with the motion of your horse. So be sure to check out the links below, and I have a free rider assessment quiz for you guys to take where you go through and there's several different categories where you rank yourself from 1 to 10. It can help you identify your strengths and weaknesses as a rider. Okay, so first of all, to find your center, what you want to do is you want to first find your belly button, and then if you go like 3 or 4 inches below your belly button, between your belly button and your spine, that is where your center is. So your center is pretty low in your body. And this is important because everything that we do in our life is with our hands. So like when we're driving, when we're looking at our cell phone, it's all with our hands. And that makes us top heavy and also more front oriented. But when we ride, it's really important that we lower our center of gravity onto our horse. So when I first get on my horse, or if I'm working with a new student, the first thing that I do is that I try to find my center. So I kind of shift my seat around. I want to feel both seat bones in the saddle and my pubic bone. And then I just start breathing, and I like to breathe in the rhythm with my horse. So I'll breathe like in for 3 or 4 walk steps, and then out for 3 or 4 walk steps. And when you breathe, you want to think about breathing into your center. So when you breathe, you're not breathing up into your shoulders, not up into the upper part of your diaphragm, but really into that lower part of your diaphragm. Another great thing to do is just drop your stirrups, of course, if it's safe. And Jock, you have to keep walking when I drop my stirrups, and really kind of let your legs stretch down. You can even kind of roll your ankle joints around. But doing this will again help to lower your center of gravity onto your horse. So this is a great thing to just spend, 2 or 3 minutes in the warm-up, just thinking about finding your center, finding your breath, and really getting yourself lowered onto your horse. Now, moments when using your center are really important is any time that you're going to make an aid, or if you're thinking about following your horse. So what I see happen a lot of times with riders is when things go badly. So if the rider gets tense, or the horse gets tense, or the rider needs to kick the horse, or the horse isn't doing what the rider wants it to do, that's when we all tend to do this. We all get top heavy, where our center comes up like more towards our brain and our head. We lean forward, we curl up, and we come out of the saddle, which is exactly the wrong thing to do. So let me show you a few examples of where I'm thinking about my center. So if I'm sitting the trot, my center is really important because my center, which again, it's below my belly button, I'm thinking about squeezing my belly button to my spine to find my center. And my center is what's following the motion of my horse's back. Now, if I'm going to do a trot to canter transition, the energy to go from trot to canter starts from my center. So I think of belly button to spine, activate, and canter transition. You notice that my hands didn't come up, my center of gravity stayed low, my seat stayed going right with my horse. So that's all super, super important. A lot of times I see riders that they get disorganized in their body. So when we ride, like if I want to do a trot to canter transition, I want to get to where the transition can happen just from my center. and very minimal leg and rein aids. Your goal is that as you train your horse, all of your aids start to come from your center, and that you don't need to do as much from your legs and your reins. Good boy. So my challenge to you, and I hope you comment in the links below and let me know, is just to really think about riding from your center. And this is such a simple thing, but the more that you take all of your aids and all of your energy back to this really important location in your lower abdomen, the more quiet you can be in your riding, and also the more effective you'll be, to the point where so many of your aids can just come from this area and you don't need to do as much from your legs and from your hands. And also, anytime that you feel you start to get nervous or anxious, or your horse starts to get nervous, think about that, finding that center, and it will really help you. So I hope you like this short little video. It's a very simple thing, but it's going to help you whether you're just learning or whether you're getting ready to do the Grand Prix. So thanks for watching. The end.